You are my bitch.
Dolphin sex.
There it is. Welcome back to the Pimp Daddy Podcast. I'm Brad Rickert. With me as always is Sheri Ciprane.
What's up, guys?
And with us today we have a very beautiful guest, a handsome man, a funny man, a powerful man, and just an overall good fella. Please give it up for Dorian Debose.
Hello.
Yeah, there
How
it
are
is.
you? It's good to see you, as always.
I like that. That's like that Blue's Clues approach, you know, like looking straight into the camera. Let
I-
them know that you're with them.
I know that we're probably not going to talk very child-friendly, but I always thought I'd be like a good Mr. Rogers replacement.
Oh, I could see that for you for sure.
You seem pretty wholesome. Your voice is sick, though.
Yeah, I am my cousin's E-40, and I get that one a lot.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
Is it really?
He's a dick, dude.
Oh, I didn't know that. For
Yeah,
real?
that's a
Your
hip-hop
cousin
legend.
is really
My
E40?
E-40 is like my second cousin.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Okay.
He is an asshole.
And that super tracks. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, you know.
He is
of course he's an asshole.
Is he my
Gangster
cousin?
rapper.
Yeah. Is he kind? Nope.
Wait, so is his art? Do you have family from the Bay Area then, or?
I have a little bit of family in the Bay, but like I know it's like on my mom's side. I think either my grandma and his mom are sisters, or we share like a great grandma or something.
Okay.
Like enough where I've met him, but like not enough where like he's at functions.
I see. Yeah.
He's at the family barbecue, the family cookout.
No.
Reunions.
Like he
No.
he's not even a little bit. Like one day he like invited us all to like his hotel when he was in Kansas City,
Oh, okay.
and
Alright.
he told us, well. I will say I'm not gonna put this on him. My grandma sometimes be giving us bad information.
Well,
Grady.
sure, you know, or things get exaggerated, or
Yeah,
you know.
she told us he was taking us all to dinner.
Oh.
Okay,
So he comes down, does not talk to any of the women in the family.
respectable.
The only thing, he only talked to the men of the family, all two of us. And
Jesus
he comes
Christ.
up to me and he asks me, because I'm like a fat 13-year-old, he's like, "Do you play football?" And I'm like, "Not really. I actually just came back from like a space camp at Vanderbilt." And he's like, "Get this kid in football." That's
Yeah.
all he says to me all along.
Oh my God! And that's the last time you spoke to him.
Yeah, then he like vanished out the like lobby without ever taking us all to dinner.
Damn. Oh, really? He just
He
wanted
did
to
not
show
take
up
us to
and
dinner. He
he's
showed
like,
up, flexed on us, called me fat, and left.
Yeah. Kind of fat and gay, too.
He called me fat and gay. This kid's gonna stay fat, but we might be able to make him less gay.
Oh my
Get this
God!
kid a football.
They were wrong.
That is insane. That is so. That's so good. And he literally showed up. He goes, "You're fat and gay," and then he leaves because there's no men to talk to. He doesn't talk to any of the women of the family.
No, I think he talked to like the two aunts he knew before, and then he's like, after that, he's like, "Oh,
He's like, "Why am I here?"
smell like bitch in here."
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
like
actually,
women that he
E-40, those
can't
are
have
your
sex
cousins.
with too.
Yeah,
that's probably the
it's even
problem.
worse.
You know.
Yeah.
He can't even have Riz.
Damn.
Nah, yeah.
If I was related to a rapper, which rapper would I want to be related to?
Which rapper do you want to be related to, or which rapper would you be related to?
Well, you could answer Wood for me if you'd like.
Riff Raff.
I was going to say
Son
the
of a
same thing.
bitch.
I was going to say Riff Raff.
Dolce & Gabbana's a banger.
I mean, he is a.
I've been putting naked.
I think his voice is great and he's got style.
Only fuck with OG right. Got you. Yeah, that's a good song, dude. Y'all got talent in the family.
Yeah, that's true. That's my Florida fam for
Yeah.
sure.
Exactly.
Damn. Wow, that just like blew my mind. Whatever I came in with, I'm just like I'm blown to pieces right now because
Yeah.
it's so obvious that you're related to E-40, but it's also like
You don't want to just assume.
right. I mean, yeah.
I didn't think that. I thought your voice was like, I don't know. Just like,
It's authentically beautiful.
yeah.
I also
yeah.
get the Humpty Dance guy.
I was going to say, yeah, hump the doom.
The Humpty Dance.
Is your chance? Do the hump.
Don't you talk about being Black Peter Griffin in your stand-up too?
So the way I got
see
there,
that.
like, you know Dayton, right? I have a friend named Dayton Bissett. He's a little twinkle boy, and I love him. But he like was like, "Dorian, you say this joke about what you look like, and you should talk about how you look like Peter Griffin in blackface."
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, that's so. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
he just said that. Like he was not even trying to give me a joke. That's just how he feels about me.
I think it's good in the industry to look like things.
I think it helps quite a bit. It helps people
Yeah.
place you.
Yeah.
Like you look like a bunch of stuff.
I say Aaron Carter, Jake Paul, all that. Yeah, and I get laughs about it. So,
I feel like
yeah.
you'd look really like compelling in The Simpsons.
Yes, for sure.
Oh, shit.
I could
Yeah,
see
yeah,
I
that.
feel like you translate really well into that
I
medium.
could be the Simpsons.
You're like
yeah.
one of the characters whose hair doesn't have to change. You know.
Just stays like Lisa's. Just
Yeah.
the
I
whole
feel like
time.
there'd be an episode where Lisa's like, "It's so lesbians are not bad people," and then you'd be selling drugs.
Right, on the side, just selling her fucking fentanyl.
You're like, this is not a monolith. We
Right.
are.
They carry a gun for protection. Then it shows you robbing somebody.
Right.
Speaking of not fitting into
Stabbing.
stereotypes, you are a powerful black bisexual man. Is this correct?
I am a powerful bisexual man.
Yeah.
Bisexual.
It's kind of like it's
Technically.
like a tongue twister before you like go fucking do Mary Poppins or something like that. You got to do it
powerful
backstage.
black bisexual man.
Do you
11 benevolent elephants.
do you think what do you think affected you more growing up, being bisexual or having bifocals?
Definitely the bifocals. I didn't know I was bi.
Oh, you didn't? It just kind of happened.
No, I just thought I was a little Midwestern.
Okay.
Midwestern.
I thought I was just mad polite.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Okay, all
Oh,
right.
I got a buddy like that. I got a buddy that's just like real nice, and he'll end up having sex with dudes.
Right.
Yeah,
Because he's just
Just
like, sure,
overly
this guy
nice.
really wants it. You know,
Yeah,
like, you know,
might as
like
well just put his dick in my mouth. I can't not be rude.
yeah, him and
You
his wife
know?
are getting a divorce now, but
happens.
well, that'll happen.
that'll definitely happen.
She can't hang.
She cannot hang.
No.
Kansas City, great city. That's
Born and raised.
born and raised.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll ride from my city.
Missouri
I'll
side.
die from my city.
Okay.
I'll ride my city.
You'll ride.
Kansas side, actually.
Kansas side.
Yeah,
okay.
Overland Park.
Overland Park.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of
OP repping.
there's a lot of really nice like Kohl's there.
There's some great Kohl's.
There's-
some of the finest shopping malls in the country.
Oh, they're nice shopping.
There is a
malls, Sheri.
state of the art youth soccer facility there.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
if I had any aura, I would have been hanging out there. But I had no motion in high school.
Really, none? I
I-
don't believe that. When
Nothing.
did the swag become you?
This was kind of a new thing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like I entered the pandemic a virgin, and then shit got crazy.
Oh shit.
I can
Yeah,
see that.
Shit got wild.
Good for you.
That's crazy. Yeah,
for
you are
you.
so young, man. To think that
Yeah,
like
I'm a wee baby.
You are a baby.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, you are a baby.
God, you have so much ahead of you, and yet so much behind you as
Yeah,
well.
too many behind me.
Oh, too many.
Yeah. So you're a bottom.
No, I'm not.
Okay. So not much behind you.
Yeah, not actually. Famously, not. No one's behind me.
Okay. So you're a power top.
I wouldn't say power top. I would say I've tried something in my ass and it wasn't fun.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. I'm more of a giver, not a taker as well.
I understand. Like it's crazy. Like there's like I've only ever had one person top me, and it was like a trans woman. I love her to death. She's a great lady.
Okay.
Her penis kind of small.
Might have been the
Her
estrogen.
penis mad small, and like
Well, it's
even
probably
that was
good
too
f-
much.
Oh, I see.
That
yeah.
was too much. I was
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like afterwards, I was like, I apologized to her because I was like, how the fuck have you ever let me have sex with you? That's how every bottom I've ever had. I was like, you are a trooper. You
Because
are
you're going
brave.
in.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really respect everything they do. I'm a big fan of their work.
I respect. Did you hear that, everyone? He respects everything bottoms do.
They don't get enough credit. I say a lot of things that are mean to bottoms sometimes because they like it, but
Right.
they don't
Exactly.
deserve that.
Yes, they
They
do.
deserve more.
No, they deserve all of it.
They deserve. Well, yes, they do.
Exactly.
But no, they deserve kindness.
I definitely
they
understand
do
why they have their
kindness.
bitchy little attitudes. You know, like they're
They're going
put through a lot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
100%. I respect it. Whatever you do, be great at it. You know.
Yeah, own it.
No, 100%.
Own it. You know, just keep going. I get
Well,
it.
I can just roll out of bed hard. They gotta like. they gotta go.
There's preparation.
They got time.
They
dude.
got
Be
enemas.
careful rolling
and- yeah.
out of it because you might stub that thing. Jesus
like,
Christ.
"Ah,
He's like, I can't.
You know, don't hurt yourself now. Yeah.
Like, it's like I never have to do nothing to prep for like 6, and these niggas gotta like take a whole ass like day.
Yeah, they gotta watch what they eat. They have to watch what they eat. They have to.
And they
a
don't watch
lot.
what they eat. It's like a whole like hour-long process.
Well, yeah, because they have to get it out.
They gotta go to the
Yeah.
dentist. They gotta get their teeth cleaned.
Yeah,
you know, they
absolutely.
gotta, you know.
shout outs to them.
Yeah.
They're great folks.
Shout them
Salt
out,
to the
bro.
earth bottoms.
Oh. Also sounds painful.
Yeah, it does sound painful.
Ooh.
It does sound painful.
Who has affected your style as a stand-up? Because you have like this unique thing going on, man. Like the first time I saw you, you were like so like. Have you seen him do stand-up before?
I saw him at an open mic.
Okay, at an open mic. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you like generally like when you perform on a show or whatever, you come with such like big like the energy is just like it gets the audience immediately or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like was that natural to you, or was that like something that you kind of picked up from something or someone inspired by?
I think it's a couple people. I think so much of my generation of comedy was radicalized by John Mulaney.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think that like
Wow.
I think there's people who are like even like 5 years older who are just like he's fucking amazing. I think that like it's the difference between like was your first intro to comedy like somebody like Carlin or like somebody like who was contemporary at that time like Dane Cook or like Daniel Tosh. My first real intro to comedy was John Mulaney.
Okay.
So like to see that as like your first rip is like, oh, this is like the best thing in the world. And so
I could see that from your writing style for sure.
yeah. Performance style, it was Lil Rel Howery. I would
Okay.
give him
Yeah.
a lot of credit.
That, I
on
was
it.
more. I guess I was referring more to your performance style, but yeah, that makes sense for writing style for sure.
Yeah, I like more than thinking about how I want to say individual things. I did start thinking like after watching his special live at Crenshaw about like just the vibe I want to cultivate.
That's the one where you like shot in like a high school auditorium or
exactly.
cafeteria or something like that. Yeah.
Like I want it to be like jubilant. Like I just started thinking like how do I convey a tone that this is a celebration?
Right.
Because
Yes.
like the material might not all hit.
Right.
The night of comedy might not always be great, but you still want people to be like happy.
Yes, and entertained,
enjoying.
right? Like, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I struggle with that too because I do love happy, big energy. And then, you know, it's so easy to fall into pessimism when you're like, especially trying to come up with new material because it's so easy to attack things from a pessimistic view. But yeah, I think it's.
Yeah, it's easier to find those angles.
Right.
And like it's also like I have those angles in my comedy still, but I just want
It's got to be
the overall
filtered through
tone
that
to
character or choice. Yeah.
yeah, like I'm very curious about like how I think a lot about like cultivating like a vibe in like an orchestral way.
Yeah.
It's like we can get to like this low point, but only if it serves the entire point of making this something joyful.
Sure.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
I also used to be meaner. I used to be much meaner on stage.
I think all comics used to be mean at one point or another. You know,
Yeah.
we're all
I
bullied.
can't see him being mean. He
Oh, I
seems so
could.
joyful and
The kind of meaner I would be was like very intellectualized. Like I was like, if an audience, because I started in Kansas City. I started in Overland Park, Kansas. My home club is in Leawood, Kansas. Shout out to Comedy Club of Kansas City. Love y'all to bits. If a crowd did not like me and it was all white, I had like a group of like racism jokes that were very sad.
Yeah.
as they should be.
Yeah.
And it's not me yelling at the audience, but it does not make them feel good at all.
Right. You would just like go kamikaze on them.
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, we have 10 minutes left. You're going to hear this joke about how I was profiled.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes,
White guilt you about everything.
sometimes you gotta hate fucking audience. You know, sometimes they deserve it. I do believe in that.
I've seen Brad go off on an audience once or twice.
Sometimes they do deserve it.
They
Yeah.
do. No, sometimes they really do deserve it.
But like, it's not like it's like only if like you have no other options. Every time I did this, it was like I probably could have pulled this back by telling better jokes.
Well, yeah, and then in hindsight,
I
it's
chose
like
not to.
always partially our fault, at least. You know, at least
Yes.
partially. You know,
Yeah.
'cause-
Yeah, like you always could have been a little better, but like also like they should have came ready to play ball.
100%.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
That's interesting that you're talking about Lil Rel and John Mulaney as like two people you wouldn't really think at like the same time would be someone's influence. It's, but Kansas City does have like a pretty like prevalent like a black and white population, right? Like you were probably playing to both audiences out there, or
I wasn't.
oh, you were not. Okay.
So I grew up in suburban Kansas. Overland Park, Kansas is a very white, very wealthy suburb. So and I went to college in another white, wealthy suburb,
Okay.
Clayton, Missouri. So when I started doing comedy, I was playing to what felt like a lot of my friends' parents.
I see. Okay.
And I think that's why a lot of my like rage started in comedy very early, because it's like not only am I talking to people who like I've historically had an issue with, like being around them so much.
Yeah.
But like I also didn't have like the outlet of like being able to go into a black room and experience that kind of joy like that.
Right.
Also, black rooms historically don't fucking like me, and
Really?
that's my fault. It is my fault.
I bet that'll change over time.
Well,
I think it will. I think part of it was like the black rooms I would go to were like very old, and then I'd be very gay in them.
right. I was just gonna say, yeah.
I made a classic
bit
mistake
gay.
in a black room last night. Things were going great. I was being big energy. They loved it. You know, I
Right.
was
Then
being
he
white boy
said
Brad.
the N-word again.
Yeah.
Oh, Bradley.
No, I did a pedophile joke, and they don't fuck with that
No,
stuff.
they
no,
do
they
not.
don't fuck with
No,
it.
they don't
And
fuck with that.
and I
Or
knew
gay
that,
shit.
and I
If you're
just
gonna make
forgot,
if you're gonna
you
make
know?
that joke, you gotta make better music.
Yeah, no, true. No, that you can't make the joke. You just got to do it. But
Share. Sorry, guys. Go ahead. Keep talking. Just ignore me. There we go.
do not pay attention to the lesbian behind the curtain.
Bump, bump, bump. But yeah, I mean, usually black rooms, they don't really like the gay shit.
They hate the gay shit.
Yeah, especially if they're like West Indian as well. I had a room that was mostly like Jamaican, Trinidad,
Oh no,
Caribbean.
They hate it
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about now. This is going to be awkward, but I tried my best. But yeah.
I've learned I can get them if I lead with it.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
if
you
I-
just own it from the get-go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
like if
yeah.
I do this thing like normally where like I will start a set not talking about it. I'll just like pepper in things that might suggest, and then I'll like actually transition into that like material in front of a black audience. You have to get ahead of it. You have to
Right.
be like, hey man, I'm a fuck some of you, and then
I'm like, this motherfucker. No, thank you.
I ain't scared of you, none of you niggas. Some of you niggas should be scared of me. And they will get on board more. Because at that point, they're like, all right, like, I can either be mad this entire 10 minutes or I can be fine.
Right. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
true. Yeah.
Plus, it's like, and I think that I have extraordinarily white friends who will like go into black rooms and do really well. And what I learned from watching them is that like if you can establish that you're different and explain how up top, then they can get into it. If they just know you're different, but they don't really know what that means, they spend most of your set apprehensive.
Yeah, trying to figure it
Sure,
out
yeah.
or not paying attention.
Yeah, like Dayton's a very soft-spoken white twink who is straight allegedly, but he.
There's a few of those.
Nah, he's from Oklahoma. He'll figure it out when he's 60. He goes in these black rooms though, and he does really well because he's like so soft spoken and goofy. And it's like once they see it, they're like, "Oh, look at this little white boy. That's fun."
That's wild.
They can get into it once they understand it.
They might feel bad for him a little bit too.
No, yeah, I think they start off like, "Oh, let him do his little thing."
Yeah, exactly.
And then he turns out to
Yeah,
be
it's a
good.
little art
Right,
project,
right,
and then
yeah.
like he surprises them probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas like I think there's also the expectation when you're a black comic that you're gonna like rip. And like,
Yeah, 'cause
Well,
black
I-
Well, like
people aren't funny.
we're expecting you to be good.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not that they're expecting you to like be good; it's that they're expecting a certain pace.
Sure. Yeah.
Like I think that like the kind of black comic I've always like really looked up to is like closer to like Josh Johnson. And like there's lulls in a Josh Johnson joke.
Oh yeah, he's king of timing.
Yeah.
But like that doesn't always work in a black room because like they want it now sometimes. Like I think that like
And it can be a higher energy environment
Yeah,
in general.
yeah.
So it's like, you know, sometimes it can be drowned out. Subtlety can be at times.
Yeah,
but-
100%. Well, I think that like I wouldn't necessarily the subtlety is drowned out. It's like they have to trust that you're gonna get them somewhere before they let you be subtle.
True.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You have to win them over to get their attention like that.
Yeah. Like that's why.
That's true of a lot of crowds, though. I feel like,
Yeah.
but
I think that's definitely true of a lot of crowds. I think you feel it more acutely in a black audience because like they will let you know faster.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, they will let you
for
know.
Sure.
They will let you
They'll
know. way
fucking
faster.
dead ass
Yeah.
stare at you
Yeah.
like, come on, bitch. Like,
Yeah,
what are you
get up on
doing?
stage and they're already like,
Exactly. Let's
Whereas
go.
a white audience will think they're being open-minded, but they were closed-minded from the jump, maybe.
Yeah, they weren't.
You know?
They weren't even there to open up. Yeah.
no, a black audience knows what they want to hear and they'll tell you. A white audience knows what they want to hear and you just kind of have to guess.
Yeah, it's like it's like a woman. Yeah, it's like trying to read their mind.
Yeah, you're a mind reader now.
Yeah.
That's true.
I love it though. It's beautiful. comedy.
It sure is. It sure is.
Fun. It was very fun.
I'll die for it.
I'll die for it.
I'll ride it.
Would you
Ride or die.
Would you go to a Diddy party still?
No, I wouldn't have gone to a Diddy party in the first place.
Never.
No, I always found his vibe off.
Yeah, of course. Of course. He was always a shyster. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I've always thought like
yeah.
that group was like kind of like bizarre. Like I don't like black billionaires.
Oh, really?
I don't fuck with
Jesus
them.
Christ.
I guess I really.
Besides Oprah.
Yeah, right.
Besides Oprah, she's the worst one. What
She's
are you talking
a good
about?
lady.
What you're like? I'm a big white billionaire guy.
I don't like white billionaires either, but the black ones like they got like theory about it, and they're always like trying to be like, I'm uplifting my community. It's like you're stealing taxes. Fuck you.
Well, yeah.
So are the whites.
That's the thing. Like, what? There's an understanding when a white person's rich if they're a bad guy. Black billionaires don't always know they're evil.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't think Beyonce knows she's evil.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think Jay-Z does, and that's why I kind of respect him. I don't think Beyonce
Right.
does.
Yeah. I wonder how that. I mean, I don't even want to really kind of speculate on how that's going to go, but that's going to be crazy if Jay-Z gets like wiped out from the history books in a sense, you know?
Oh,
Well-
yeah. I hope he doesn't come out. He probably...
I mean, he has some history with
odds are.
Rihanna that was pretty bad. She
I mean,
was like
it's all
15 when
crazy,
he
yeah.
met her. So, yeah. There's some stuff for sure.
No, that entire industry, like, a lot of, like, the weird shit... Like, I feel like a lot of weird shit happened in white music in, like, the 1970s.
Of course.
Right. Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
Like, happens, like, over the course of, like, a genre's development, and the timing just kind of lined up that, like, we have proof that this happened in, like, black music scenes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a very fair point. Yeah.
Like, back in the 1970s, it's hard to find, like, a white rock star who didn't at some point date one of Forbes' 13-year-olds.
Yeah. That they were related to. Yeah.
There was like
God.
5 13-year-olds who were just like running
God.
rucksaw across London and New York. These like kids just like, oh, I guess it's my week to date Jimmy Page.
Yeah.
And that
Ugh.
sucked, but like that, like we look at that now, we're like, that was the culture of it. And that we shouldn't do that.
No, we shouldn't.
But like, I think that like in the same vein, when you don't have like industry guardrails that are going to prevent this kind of abuse, that thing just kind of emerges. Like when the power brokers are also people who like are within the industry, like P. Diddy, you wind up with systems of power that just do not protect the victims.
I mean, I was going to say that exact same thing that exact same way.
Yeah,
I
fantasy.
mean, rock,
Same.
rock stars.
I locked in. You were actually in my mind.
Yeah. So, poop tits. Let's talk about poop tits. No. This is maybe one of the deepest episodes we've had,
Probably.
which is good. You know, you're a thinking man.
I've also just been in a weird ass mood.
I feel that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're coming in a little tired too.
Yeah.
You're very busy.
I have been. I've been working like hard at my actual day job.
Oh, that
and comedy
sucks.
is going great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like it's like I thought that like when comedy went great, I would just quit my job immediately. But I kind of like my job, and comedy's not paying the bills. So
Right. Yeah.
now I just kind of got two things that are
If
hard.
you want to make a living in
Absolutely.
comedy, the last thing you should do is move to New York. But
Well,
if you want to be good at
100%.
comedy, you should move to New York.
Correct.
I
Yeah.
should have been a substitute teacher in Kansas City who got fired from my job for making off-color videos.
Oh, is that someone? Oh, that was you?
That's Stephen Taylor.
Oh,
that's,
gotcha.
that's a good friend of mine.
That's what's up. Shout out.
He does make a living on comedy because he is funny and like he's respected.
Wait, what were the videos that he was making?
He made a video about crop dusting a student. And
That's great.
I'm seeing the video
for
and it's
him.
like it's so funny that I was like posting in the comments free Stephen Taylor. And like all he did was like following like a Latino kid.
I mean,
Good for
I
him.
thought like if you would never fire a substitute, though. It's kind of like, you know, you just take them off the schedule,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But
He was
but-
like a real teacher.
Oh, I got you. Okay. But substitute is funnier.
That's why
Substitute's
I said.
definitely funnier.
Yeah, you
No,
would
he's
expect
a
that.
good guy. He taught at like a alternative school, I believe. He was a
Yeah.
great dude.
Oh, man. He's just farting on speds out here.
Crazy.
Damn, man. Good for him. God bless. Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't really respect teachers, generally speaking. I had to do like I felt like I was in a school environment today. I'm a bartender, and I had to go do this like wine training thing, and they had it all set up like a fucking classroom in there. It was like 40 like set up like desks more or less with like the wine on it and like fucking worksheets, and we had to take a test at the end, and there was a
Wow.
fucking PowerPoint presentation, and immediately I was just like, who the fuck do these people think they are?
Right.
Just immediately, I don't trust teachers. I think they are trying to push their agenda on people.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I don't know. I have an
What is
authority
it that you
thing.
think they're trying to push?
Just it depends on their own personal agenda. Generally speaking, I think there's a lot of my brain is so fried right now. I think teachers come in and they don't necessarily have the authority to speak from which they're like molding minds or whatever, but they are just like straight up like, man, I'm really struggling for words right now.
Well,
You know what I'm saying, Sheri?
yeah, no, I get it. It's like they're trying to delegate their beliefs on you by like what they believe. You know what I mean? Like my teacher, for instance, I went to a Catholic school, so all they would talk about is Jesus, 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 and never brought up slavery, never brought up how to do your taxes, never brought up.
I'm not even going
You know
that
what I
deep.
mean? I mean, they push their own agenda, like he's saying.
Aside about, I hear people say all the time, they never taught us how to do text. They taught us critical reading and basic arithmetic. They taught us
calculus.
they taught me how to use a phone, and I have TurboTax, dude.
That's a
fun.
But I didn't even know what taxes were,
funny.
bro.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't know what taxes
Everyone's
were.
always like, they never taught us how to do taxes. I'm sorry they believed in you. I'm sorry they thought at some point somebody else might do them for you.
Do you think teachers believe in you though? I don't think they all believe in you.
I think I went to a good school. I went to
You went to an all-white school
Maybe
with
that's
all
a-
white people, so maybe.
Well, the school I went to wound up being like majority minority high school.
Okay.
Lathan North. And I think that the really incredible thing about Kansas City is it has like really awesome public schools. Like I understand like how Catholic school really does beat in like an ideology to you. Did you go to Catholic school?
I went to Christian school.
Well, we went to Christian,
until I
yeah.
was like 15,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then I did like public high school, and I thought, but the public high school I went to was very rural, and it was I'm not saying all school systems are bad or anything like that, but I'd say 3 out of every 4 teachers I had were bad.
They're broken.
Like just straight up
No,
bad.
I think that's
for
fair.
sure. Yeah.
I think I had a very blessed existence where I had a lot of really phenomenal.
That's
teachers.
good. That's
Well,
awesome for you.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
But I agree that like a lot of the system is like fucked up, so not everybody's getting that
No.
great experience.
It's people
No.
that like my teachers probably wouldn't have made that much money doing any other job because they weren't qualified to do any other job.
Yeah, that's the thing. I had teachers who like, could have done other stuff, and they
Yeah.
chose to teach because they were
See, that's
largely
sick.
good
Yeah.
folk.
Yeah.
And I'm
But,
not
like,
saying all teachers.
That should
yeah.
be most. Like, if teachers were paid more, I think that more people would go into it for good reasons.
Sure.
So, like, if you're a person who
Better.
has the qualification to be like,
You also
person
get
who has
2
a
months
good
off in
job.
the summer. You get holidays. You get 2 weeks off here. You get a week off there. I don't think it's
Yeah.
that bad of a gig personally, but
Well, yeah.
you know,
I mean, but like imagine I'm gonna drop you in a room with like 20 kids. Most of them suck. That's a bad.
But you
day.
chose to do
dude.
that,
You got
bro.
every day.
You chose
Yeah.
that.
But
life.
you like Brad just
chose
said,
to use your
men all
gun.
got other options to do other shit.
right?
Yeah.
No,
Like,
I get what
your
you're saying.
options are
Yeah.
construction or that. Your day is gonna not. You were like, I can either wake up and go to like a fucking site and like lay concrete, or I can wake up and deal with these terrible, terrible kids.
Yeah, I guess.
That's not good options.
I mean, I've made a lot of bad decisions in my life. Obviously I'm in my 30s and in the service industry, but I think maybe I'm coming from a perspective of I have options. You know what I mean?
Right,
like I
right.
could do something else, but yeah, I don't know. It's just weird to me that like people that are just searching for control and power end up in those positions and then end up
Yeah.
just like taking that, like projecting their
Yeah.
emotions and feelings onto kids, and
I
it's
think
weird.
that's
But
fair. I think that like the reason why I'm like hesitant to like put that label on it, because I had teachers who I know their ideology now, and like knowing it like makes me respect them even more because it's like it never came out.
That's good.
Like my debate
interesting,
coach
yeah.
is,
That's
like was a conservative. He was a Reagan conservative.
Yeah.
Now he's like a never Trumper. So he's gotten better politics over the years.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like he was a Reagan Republican.
well, if
and
you are,
that
if
never came up.
if
He
you
just
were
fought me to
conservative
debate.
like that, honestly, then you should be anti-Trump, right? Because like,
No, 100%.
Yeah,
He was a good
Reaganomics.
principled conservative. My point is that it never came up when he was like teaching me how to
Good.
debate.
Yeah.
That man just guided me to like how to think, but he didn't tell me think X.
right.
yeah.
Or like I had like a lot of teachers throughout high school who I now know were like very leftist and like liberal. But at the time, I was like, I remember I got in like a fight with like administration about how I was wearing my hair. Because I had like a fro and I had like my pick in, and it was like on
Hell
picture
yeah.
day, and they were like so fucking mad at me.
What?
And I was
Fuck
like,
them,
in
bruh.
such a middle of I threw like a fucking hissy fit of
As you should, bro. Get
and
the
like,
fuck out of here.
there are teachers who I like still do not fuck with, but I'm like, you're like good liberal folk, and y'all were like, I can't put my ideology in
Yeah.
this particular fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having the same problem at my YMCA. They won't let me in the pool with my pube dreads, but
It's so fucked up, dude.
God,
Every time I show up, they're like, why is the ass braided?
why is the ass braided?
Have you seen how much hair it is, dude? It gets in the way.
Yo, that's got a French braid.
Braid it up.
I'm sorry, I'm aerodynamic.
He's got a
Blink
built-in
fitness.
diaper.
Little shape up on there, bro. Damn. Well, I had sex with my teacher in 11th grade. She taught me BDSM, so shout her out, bro. You know,
Yeah.
at least she taught me something.
Is she still alive?
You know, yeah, she's alive.
You still talk to her?
She's still
No.
a teacher?
I don't know. I don't know. No, and it was
At a
Catholic,
Catholic
school.
school?
Yeah, man.
God
It was
damn.
the 90s. I'm a lot older than you, so it was way different back then.
I don't think it was different enough.
It was. There wasn't that many gay people that were out, and she was 22. She was young.
Oh shit! And
Yeah,
you were
she was
like
right out of college.
17.
Yeah, exactly. I was
Oh,
like 17, 18
That's
years
pretty
old.
chill, actually.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Yo,
you
there
know?
were a lot of teachers like that in my high school too, and you guys know who you are. Some of you guys
Yeah,
follow me on
pervs.
Facebook, you nasty
Fucking
motherfuckers.
pervs.
They would like be like
crazy.
23, 24, first teaching job,
Right,
fucking
right.
flirting with these high school girls.
Absolutely.
Hanging out with these high school
Yeah.
girls, doing extracurricular things where they
Yeah.
would volunteer to be, you know.
Let me smoke cigarettes in her car. Hell yeah, we was
damn.
out here,
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
That's crazy.
Indiana shit, I guess, but you know.
Delaware shit for me, but yeah.
I'm glad you had a good upbringing. That's what's up, dude.
It really does.
God damn,
Yeah, I
good
can't
for
really
you.
relate to a lot of stuff he's talking about right now, but you know what?
Yeah,
Good
you're
for
so,
you,
you're a
bro.
smart guy. The
Oh,
next
gee, I'm
generation
just
is
a
better
good-
than us. Yes.
Yeah.
Just a good old fashioned guy.
Fashion white black guy.
That's crazy.
That's what's up, man.
Nah, yeah, I do recognize that a very privileged upbringing.
So you fuck with barbecue or what?
Yeah, of
Cookouts?
course, dude. I'm from Kansas City.
Yeah. So, but like, is there any good ones in New York or no?
No.
Yeah.
Hometown's okay.
They're fucking awful, dude.
You don't like hometown?
Every fucking barbecue place in New York is overpriced and mediocre.
What about
Well-
Dinosaur? Dinosaur is overcooked.
No,
I feel
Dinosaur
like.
fucking sucks.
Yeah, it
shit.
does. Dinosaur
With John
sucks,
Brown
yeah.
barbecue in Astoria, fuck you.
I don't even know that one. I don't know that
$13
one.
dollars for a mediocre mac and cheese.
Oh,
Kiss
shit.
my
Oh,
whole
I thought you were
black
gonna
ass.
say
Wow.
like ribs or something.
Wow.
It's the whole fucking. It's like the home of the Chiefs in New York City.
Is it really?
You're disappointing
Ooh.
families.
Well, sponsor us. What's his name?
John Brown.
John Brown
barbecue.
sponsor us.
John Brown would have
barbecue.
scalped your ancestors. The abolitionist John Brown, you dare beseech him? You dare put your name on mediocre barbecue? Do you know what that man was doing at Potawatomi Creek?
Oh no, poor guy, man. Damn, were the ribs good at least?
No, the burnt sucked shit. The sauce was mediocre. You know what the best thing they had was? Bread.
The corn was it cornbread though?
No, it was just regular fucking white ass bread.
And they didn't make that.
They didn't even fuck that up. I'll give them that. They didn't fuck up the bread.
They didn't make it.
They
It
took
came
it out
from
of
a
the bag.
bakery. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It came from a fucking vendor.
No,
Damn,
that Wonder
bro.
Bread was hitting.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. It's banging. What about Texas barbecue? Have you ever had Texas barbecue?
I've never actually been to Texas.
Okay, Texas barbecue is delicious.
I feel like
I
you'd
gotta
crush
go.
in Texas.
I was about to say, I gotta go
They
down
would
there.
love you,
I'm
I
sure that's
think.
where I'm
Yeah.
gonna find a wife.
Yeah.
Oh, good
There you
old
go.
wife
Yeah.
or a husband.
What are you looking?
Well,
What are you looking for in a wife?
Number 1, 6'2".
Okay.
You want a big old bitch?
Yeah.
Beastie looking broad?
You know the Charles Barkley big woman in San Antonio bit? Like,
Yeah.
Every time they talk about San
Yeah.
Antonio, he brings up, there's some big women in San
Some
Antonio.
big old
and
biggins.
he's not even calling them like fat. He's just like, they're big.
They're just large.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're large.
They are
Like,
large and in charge, man. Yeah.
My
they are.
mom, every time I've ever brought up San Antonio without saying the Charles Barkley
She
bit,
just said it.
has been like, yeah, there's some big women in San Antonio.
And she doesn't watch basketball.
She does not
just
watch
knows.
it. That's just her authentic
Wow.
opinion about
She
San
gets
Antonio.
it.
They
Is your
got
mom
big
Charles
women.
Barkley in drag?
She's funny like him.
That's
She's
what's up.
funny like him.
No disrespect to your mother. I didn't mean it like
She
that.
be
But
around him.
yeah. Damn.
She be boxing out.
So my mom might have led the league in rebounds in 1988, but
My mom just misses out fire in my head.
Yo,
oh
that's
my
great.
god. No, but okay. So you want a 6'2" woman? what else does she have to bring to the table? Because we have a listenership of mostly 6'2"
black
women.
Yeah,
They don't have to be black necessarily.
No, they don't have to be black.
Okay, or white.
I think my only real standard is you have to be kind to me, and you gotta have a fat ass. I think that's it.
That's easy.
Yeah,
So 6'2",
I'm so
kind,
easy, dude.
fat ass.
Don't look like either my mom or my dad, and you're in.
It's way easier to find someone that's kind with a fat ass than to find someone kind with a flat ass.
That's true.
That would be a hard mix to find. But
I know plenty of people who are kind with a flat ass, and I think that's really my issue.
oh, I see. Well,
They're kind with a flat ass?
Yeah.
Well, they're probably kind to you because you guys are friends.
Yeah.
You know, but if you were a romantic partner, once the flat ass, they start getting snipey. You know?
Yeah.
They bite.
Yeah,
Picture
exactly.
like snobby bitches that have flat asses. You know, like snobby.
I do want to stick up for the flat ass community. I feel like y'all have been taking a lot of flack over the last 10 years. I know that you had your time for the previous 60 years, but
yeah, they did have their time. They had their time, exactly.
Oh, they're still doing great.
Yeah.
No, they're still putting up numbers, especially in New York.
Numbers. Oh,
in New York, dude, around NYU.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the financial district. Hang
they
out with
own
some
Manhattan.
Patagonia
for sure,
bros. Yeah, they'll be fine.
Because I love to fight, I get pulled into
Fist fight? Physical fist fight?
Nah, I like to argue online.
Okay.
Like I get pulled into eating disorder Twitter sometimes, just to like.
So you fight online.
I be fighting the eating disorder Twitter a lot because like these bitches are crazy.
But the ones who have eating disorders?
Yeah, like the ones who are pro eating disorder.
They're pro eating disorder.
No, there's like pro Anna people on Twitter.
You're blowing my mind right
like
now. This is crazy.
I mean, I can respect it. I think it's a good thing. I think throwing up after a meal can be healthy.
Yeah, I'm like, well, good for them.
Sheri's on Ozempic.
I'm on
now.
Ozempic. I'm 5 days in.
I'm also I'm on Zepbound, which is like
It's a GLP-1 drug. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
I don't know. I think dosage
It says Zepbound is better, but I
might
don't
work
believe
faster.
them.
I don't know.
I just don't believe. I think there's no tangible difference.
Have you lost your appetite yet? Has it suppressed?
The thing is, it comes back.
So it's suppressed for like 5-6 hours and then it comes back, you mean?
So I take it like once a week and it's gone.
So it's really
for
strong, his
a
dose.
while.
Yeah.
Like, but like that's the thing. Like it's so that you still have an appetite, you just don't have as much of an appetite.
Okay, so yeah, you get like half full.
Yeah, 100%. Like people used to tell me like, "Oh, eat till you're full," and I'd be like, "I never feel full." And like, and it took me being on Ozempic to be like, "Oh, that's what they meant by that."
Yes, exactly.
What was
exactly?
What was your snack of choice?
Barbecue.
Not even. I'm a pastry nigga.
Oh, baked goods, huh? You like them baked goods?
I love a sweet.
All right.
Tell me what you would do to a donut.
Ooh, frosted.
Oh shit! This guy's sucking this
What
donut's
that tongue
butthole.
do, bro?
Damn.
That tongue do. Look, whatever 6'2" bitch with a
coming,
fat
San
ass.
Antonio.
Yeah. She gonna like that. You're gonna.
Here's
be just
what we're
fine.
gonna do for your birthday.
You're gonna be just fine.
We're gonna go down to Barclays Center. We're gonna find one of those WNBA girls. We're gonna run over to Dunkin' Donuts. We're gonna grab a Long John. We're gonna stuff it in her pussy, and we're gonna let you suck that thing right out.
Yes, on video too.
Perfect. Exactly as I drew it up. Well, I already had that planned. You guys are just invited now.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh yeah, and then there's Dave and Buster's after. I have so many points.
I love Dave and Buster's.
Yo, you guys think I'm joking? I got this Dave and Buster's
I
card.
love Dave and Buster's.
You'd be cutting up lines of that Dave and Buster's
Y'all
card.
I need some
been
of
to
that
Chuck E.
right now.
Cheese recently?
Not recently. Actually,
Not recently.
If I had a kid, dude, I'd be in there every fucking
Oh
day.
yeah,
It is fun.
It's because it's not.
is fun.
It's not expensive.
No.
it's like really not.
And the
expensive.
pizza's not horrible either.
It's just fine pizza, and
Yeah.
also like go. Like I used to take my nephew, used to grab like 3 of my adult friends because he likes having cool adults around.
sure.
And I
like having cool kids around.
You fuck with this kid, he's great. But like what we would do is we're like, all right, we're gonna get him a really cool toy. And the way we get him a really cool toy, we start playing kids games as full grown adults.
Yeah.
And we were running rucksaw.
Yeah,
They
dude.
could not stop.
You
us.
walk out, you own the keys to that place.
Yeah.
I was like looking at one of the games. I was like, this is only hard if you're 4.
Yeah.
Did you let them win?
I let him win.
Okay, good.
That's the thing. I'm not competing against him. I'm competing against every other child.
Yeah.
Every other child has set the benchmark for what I have to beat, and I'm great, dude.
You're
I
just
grew
straight
up
up like
playing-
dropping your entire arm on a whack-a-mole thing, like just taking them all out at once.
dude. I'm just like,
The whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
They can't stop me.
Damn. Yeah, I come from that era. Like back in the day, like they'd be smoking cigarettes inside of Chuck E. Cheese. You know, like that fucking. It was a
It's called
vibe
showbiz
for sure.
for me.
It's called showbiz for me.
Showbiz
They are so
before that.
sanitized now.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Whatever happened to Chuck E. Cheese?
That's why kids be getting sick all the time. You know, because
Yeah,
everything's
dude.
too sanitized.
Yeah,
you
let
know?
them get dirty, man. Dirty ass kids. Got to be dirty ass kids.
I used to be mad. My mom used to make me clean my room all the time. I was like, Mom, I'm trying to be healthy in the long run.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Boost my immune system. Let
That's
me be
right,
dirty.
Mom, I didn't wash the dishes on purpose.
Right. Exactly.
I caught him just like licking the pole on the train the other day just to build it up. You know,
Yeah,
smart.
dude. I'm gonna
Good for
live
you.
forever.
I'm gonna live forever. God
There you
damn.
go. Good for you.
Well, I think that's about time. Which is man, you're the man.
Yeah, it was nice getting to know you, talk to you.
It's always
Yeah,
a
this was
pleasure.
a little more.
This is insane. I like listened to old clips of this show, and I was like so ready to like talk freak shit.
Yeah.
We
Man,
talked a little bit.
I got insane story.
Well,
That's so true. Yeah, he has stuff in his act about like, well, we should have you back. I think. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get you back, but you bring a friend with you. Okay, we've been doing this lately, where you bring a friend
That
and
knows
then,
you, yeah.
and then you introduce us to your friend, and then we'll like go all ape shit together. But yeah,
Right.
this was nice getting to know you like this. I think we're all
yeah, I
on the
don't know.
lower-
I didn't know you to be like, yo, do you squirt in dudes' fucking faces? Like,
I do be doing that.
right.
I do be doing
Right.
that.
If I knew you a little better, I would have got down and dirty with it. You know, I didn't want to insult a bi black man from Bushwick. You know what I mean?
Nah,
I didn't want to
you
do
can't-
that.
Please, I'm a gentleman.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a good solid gentleman.
Exactly.
Why I never.
I would never ever.
Do you have
I'll be dabbing, come off with a handkerchief. Like, pardon me, monsieur.
well,
you.
that's
Little
a
dick
nightmare.
for the table, sir. A little dick for the table.
A little dick for. Oh my god.
Group sex.
I'll be, yeah.
All right, we'll
unfortunately.
come back. We'll come
Yeah,
back to
yeah,
all that.
yeah.
It's good.
Now that I
Feels
got to
good
know him a
being
little bit,
Yeah.
I'll open it up next time.
You be saying some more shit too.
Yeah.
I try. How do I?
All right, follow him. Pay attention to Dorian Debose. He'll be
At
right.
Debose on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. And also, I love you.
And fuck E-40 and fuck that
E-40.
barbecue place.
E-40.
John Brown Barbecue, whack as hell.
Sponsor us.
You are my bitch.